I don't know. I've heard about it. I've read that they found it in rats. I guess that means it's probably in people. That's kind of like, I don't know what that is.
Hello. What's up, Connor? There's lots of noises, so be prepared. So yesterday we were working on the Smashburger unit. Seems to be implemented fine. The main issue was finding better sound effects and all that for it. At some point we're going to go through the entire unit list and update their sound effects, as well as a lot of the shadows for the older units that are already implemented. I don't know if I'm going to be doing that for the buildings. It stands to reason I probably will at some point.
Yeah, I don't know. I've heard about it. I've read that.
But
Rats, and I guess that means it's.
skip ahead from the stupid sample that they always use. I'll never understand why people use and then overuse samples in electronic music, man. Especially if it's something annoying. Like, why are you wasting my time with this? But, yeah. Back to what was on topic. I think really what we should be doing right now is focusing a bit more on progression in the maps themselves, right? I think we have everything that we need for the first set of things, right? Icor still has to fix the moderator behavior at level 2 for the upgrade, and eventually do the fanboy upgrade. And other than that, I think we're implemented. I did kind of want to use the or implement the activist at some point, because I thought that would be a useful thing to implement. I don't even know. Yeah, I do have activist here. So in that sense, maybe we should be looking for assets for that and implementing it at some point. I love Boko's little dance move when he does his furry routine. So for activists, yeah, I think at this point that's kind of the last thing we need to implement, along with the Slack group that is going to train them all. I have a unit ID in mind for the Slack group. It's going to be the Mature Chrysalis. So why don't I hook up that first, and then we can work on the activist. And that will hopefully keep things relatively clear, relatively simple. So for units, we go to let's see. The Slack group should probably just require the image board, I think. Yeah, so in this case, I think we can just grab the stuff there. Then we got to rename these image boards as well, which are it's a Facebook page, viewing party, and convention center. And then I think fanfiction lounge. I think Dragon Ball Altar might be a funnier name for the fanfiction altar, but we'll see. More ubiquitous for sure. Okay. So at this point, I mean, I might cut down on the number of starting workers the AI has, just because I keep forgetting that for some reason I start the player out with only 2. That both players start out with only 2 workers. I'm not sure why I did that. I think that was because I wanted there to be a slower early game so players could get accustomed to the new tech tree. I don't know if that's actually going to happen though, so we'll have to wait and see on that one. Alright, so now we gotta go through this list. We know that this is the smash burger. And yeah, like I said, I'll figure that out later. It's not an important thing to figure out for now. I'll probably just make everybody have 4. There is something to be said for like a slower early game for the player so they know what's up, but I don't think that's super necessary right now. Well, actually, one of these... Hold on. Okay. So there's... This is going to be the slaughterhouse. Oh, no. That can be the chicken coop. But then we need a... choir hall. And that's what this needs. It's the choir hall. I still have to ask iQuare about the other thing too, related to this all, is making it so that the add-on and the main structure can produce the same unit. Probably having like a button that's that selects the add-on or something, so that you can just click on the, like, as a gameplay loop, you would be clicking on the, in this case, the station for infantry, right? And you'd click on the station, you'd order up a unit, and then you click a Z or some other hotkey to immediately select the add-on, and then you'd be able to do the same thing. So basically, you would save some mouse movement with your keyboard. And that's basically it. I would hope that that's simple enough, but I don't actually know for sure. Alright, so that's that. Yeah, so the starport's going to be the air accessor. I got to do a lot of fixing up for some of this stuff. Because the air accessor graphic is actually the science facilities graphic, because I was going to convert that into a production structure, and then there's going to be the helipad for aircraft. Like basic aircraft or whatever, but there's not going to be enough helicopters to justify a helipad. So, like, if anything, there would be a helipad as like an add-on or something. But we'll see what happens. Oh yeah, and then I have to do this thing. Take the. I just scrolled past it again. I just saw it somewhere. Oh, it's way down. Is that really the unit ID for the Halo? What the fuck? What's up, V? It actually is. So in this case, we need the copywriter. That. So I was asking earlier about this, but I think you were getting destroyed by the buffering on YouTube at the time. I was wondering how you were making out with that new map of yours, and if you had gotten any valuable feedback from the server, because I saw Ultralisks and Fagudo sending messages to you about it. So hopefully it was something you could use, actionable in that sense. What else do I need? All right, see you later, Connor. All right. Oh, so the fanboy already has that thing. What was the activist entry? 50? Does that even fix it? Have you tested that? If it doesn't fix it outright, like there's still residual shit that you have to deal with, it's something else is going on. Although in all likelihood it's a multifaceted issue. I think the edgelord got converted into something else, didn't they? Well, I can't really use the queen for anything is the problem. So I guess I would have to use, let's see. Yeah, I don't think I added the Reddit admin in here. Reddit. You know what, maybe instead of that we can do... easy enough. What's up, Zomana? Merry Christmas, Raw Flesh. I don't know what AI being sentient means in the context of Brood War, but sure, man. What else do we got to do here anyway? We still have to find a unit ID for the Reddit admin. There we go. Where's the... oh, here it is. I probably recorded my own, yeah. Oh, that's also the wrong thing. Oh wait, I think I just realized I fucked something up royally. This is supposed to be Slack group. What is the Slack group recorder? I mean the it doesn't say. Maybe I wrote that. No. Of course I didn't. It's hard to figure out where these units are. Hard to remember their unit IDs or whatever. Really makes you wish you could just make your own unit array instead of having to work with Blizzard's shit. But unfortunately, this is what we gotta do. Okay. I think that the current sprite that I'm using for the publisher can probably be used for the games journalist as a transport, but I think I'll wait to say anything on that until I have fully looked at some of this stuff. Because I think I could also... I could probably use this as the games journalist. I could do that, or I could use this as the publisher. And then there's this thing. That could certainly be, odd. I feel like there's still some missing graphics from Impact of Power, though. Like, surely there were more than just those. Maybe those are the only ones I downloaded. Dogs. Yeah, there's really not that many uploaded, it looks like. Very odd. Very strange. Yeah, I guess those are the only ones. I might be able to use some of their turn graphics, though. Oh, check out my fucking... whatever that is. Aha, a classic. I think that's a turret of some kind. Ah, yes. The spinner. Check out my spinner, dude. Now that I could use. In fact, this might be the graphic for the ice cream truck. It's not much of a truck, but you know. I like the, I think they're all like air units or something, which is really weird. I don't know. I don't know about that one. Pretty unfortunate. Oh, it doesn't have team color. Oh, I closed the folder by accident. Alright, so let's make some decisions anyway, just to get some placeholder in place. Holder. Alright, so I think this is indeed the big tall one is going to be the games journalist for sure. And then we're going to grab the more jagged edge one for the publisher. It's really funny, I had a games journalist unit a long time ago. Oh, you know what? Let's do that. But it was just some Valkyrie thing. Now we have to animate them. We must cheese-defy them. Cheese. Cheese their whole nation. Right. Not exactly sure what else I can grab here. I don't want the overexposure to hit the blue highlights, if possible. All right. Say IOP publisher recolor. Okay. No, I don't like that. I'm sure this will lag. Yeah, big surprise. Alright, cool. Now we just got to do the same thing to the journalist here. Seems good. Okay. So here we have 187 frames. This Overlord. And here we have 272 frames. Call this publisher. Oh no, that's Guardian. All right. Oh. Well, it looks like I'll have to re-download those ones. Hold on. I thought I copied them, not cut them. Destroyed. All right, so now we have ourselves 2 new sets of units. Oh, we have 2 new graphics for units anyway. I think the games journalist could theoretically show up in this map, but I'd like to wait until the second map because that's when the ice cream truck is going to show up, and I don't want one side to have transports and the other side not to have transports. So that's my story. Yeah. AI today. In theory, anyway. I just need a, I need an infantry graphic. And then I'm good to go. That graphic is fucked. Anaconda. Arrow Fighter. This is just a recolor of a different graphic. I think. Could be. I like that they called this unit is a butcher, but it has no fucking attack animation. So what? Why would it be having that name? No, there's really no good unit for that. No good graphic. Not even a passable one. All right. Well, what can I find in my unfinished then? Biotron. I remember I did this. I made this graphic at some point. I don't remember why. Like, it works in game, I'm pretty sure. But there's no use for it, really. Oh wait, is this Tony? Hold on. What? Why are these in GRP format if they don't even work? Groving moss. Wow. I do need a graphic for the Slack group. No, I need to use Brooder for that. Where's Brooder? Brooder. Beneath Boko, of course. All right. Check this out. Ready? I see. What? It's all falling apart, boys. Okay. Well, I don't know what to do about the that stupid ass graphic. I can't believe that that's the animation, dude. Brooders are epic. Yeah, I don't know what to do about the infantry graphic. I'll have to think of something else. Maybe I guess I could like try to pizzafy a civilian graphic or something. Alright. Well, we'll index this as it is. Oh, we'll expand it first. Hold on. Percent, 400. Percent, 25. And we can save it as a BMP. Easy. No, Pizzafy. You know. Wish I could set it to, I don't know, default to percentage or something. Would be one less click. Or two less clicks, I guess. No! Sometimes you gotta yell at a dog. Other times you gotta yell at yourself. Okay. So, now we should be able to... this. This is where, like, it's very obviously not a perfect solution in any shape or form. Because, like, imagine if I had to do this to 100 frames. You know what I mean? Like, as it is, it's annoying. At least it's not something I've got to do a lot. Alright. Now we just fix the team color and we'll be good to go for this. Import it in, configure it, and we can get started on the AI. Or resume.
Don't make me think you're snorting the remains of the dead.
Snorting the remains of the dead. Bang, 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 bong, 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 bong. Bang, 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 bong, bong. Okay. Well, in theory, we've converted them all, but I have my doubts about this stuff. Hmm. Oh yeah, and this happens too to the palette, where they'll just randomly grab shit like that for no reason. Anyway, I'm just gonna do this the easy way. Bing, bing, bong, 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 bong. Fix it all up. Looks like shit, but what do you... I don't really... Can't say I'm very surprised. Look at this thing. Why doesn't it just default to the units? Why? All right. What do we got here? A brooder. Yeah, so I guess this would be like... I forget what the mature chrysalis is even called in the game files. Day 2 without caffeine, boys. Low energy. Maybe it's in the thingy or neutral. What's up, Scarlet? Aha! Here it is. Carrot cry. You actually. Alright, let's close that out. Oh yeah, I forgot we have to pizzafy it. Well, whatever, we'll put it in there first. And we got a shadow. Jeez. It's okay. Easy enough. You're afraid that you'll have to go to sleep? Is that not something you're a fan of, or what? Oh. Well, have a good night. Sleep well. What's up, Luciferius? So I'm thinking, first of all, we should shave off, like, most of that. Easy enough. Now, we must pizzafy. That didn't help at all. Hey, I said pizza. Hey, why aren't you pizza? Man, this sucks. There's no pizza anywhere. How am I supposed to pizza this thing? What the fuck? Whatever, it's a giant dick. I guess it doesn't need to be pizza. Oh, yeah, that's right. I have this open. There was one thing I had to fix at some point, though. I was like... This is chicken coop. Even though it should be the copywriter. Alright. Alright, that's good.
Could a parasite be living in you, living off you, attacking you from the inside? Could this be the reason that you're fatigued? Now, it may sound exotic, something that only happens to people who travel overseas. Could a parasite
Alright, let's see how this turned out here.
Could a parasite be living in you?
Oh, shit. Ah, yes. I have to fix the shadow, and then I have to select
Attacking you from the inside.
some of their
Could this
junk.
be the reason that you're fatigued? Now, it may sound exotic, something that only happens to people who travel overseas. Parasite.
There we go. Fix that problem. And then...
Could a parasite
What? Man, this program is so annoying to use. I really wish we didn't have... these problems.
something that only happens to people who travel overseas?
Whoa. How the fuck does that even happen? This is going to be annoying because I'm going to have to make it and then, like, imgull it just, like, 40 pixels to the left or something. And adjust it height-wise as well. Also, I don't know what the fuck is happening outside. Sorry about the noise. Alright. What the fuck is the, of course I closed that window as well. It's okay, we have everything under control here. NKE SHA-2. What? Hold on, I gotta figure this out. Hold the phone. NKO? What the fuck? Who would ever guess that? Alright. NKO it is. You got it, dude. Oh yeah, I forgot to copy this over as well.
Even the expectation of noise is sufficient to build up considerable tension.
Alright, I think that's as far as we're gonna get with that. So now we've got to do this. And it still creates creep because of unit stat. I can fix that easy. Oh, I didn't even add that. That's right. No. Say 150. Wow. Holy shit. I don't think I really audited any of these at any point. Okay, let's take a look at, well, hold on. Actually, I'm not sure why it would still be doing that at all. We'll try that for now. Of course, my selection circle is also going to be off. I gotta go into sprites for that. That's easy enough. All right. I gotta fix a few things. I actually don't know what to do about that since the structure is so large. I guess it'll be like that would be better. All right, let's try that out. Yeah, that seems better. I want to say I can shrink the top part by a lot. Oh, I didn't even look at the shadow. Take a look at that in a second. So maybe minus 12 instead. It seems like it's almost not in sync. I don't know what's up with that. I'll have to take a look at the order in which the frames were added, but I'm pretty sure they're fine. Alright, that's better. Yeah, I don't know why it still produces creep. Maybe it only creates creep in the editor, though. The editor doesn't have plugins to tell it what to do. We'll get to the bottom of that in a second. I'm just gonna fix up the selection circle. That's a good size, but it needs to be like, that should probably have something like 30 boxes or 28. And its position needs to be like way lower. A little bit more low, say 46. Good thing we can unit test stuff like this in the editor. Yeah, I think that's good. Alright, let me confirm or deny the existence of creep. Okay, it does still do that. What I quite know about that. That doesn't really mean anything, though. In theory, it should still be fine. Okay. Well, it definitely looks like it was influenced by the Spire, that's for sure. So, go over here. Yeah, the shadow definitely seems fucked up, but... It's definitely an unwieldy structure to try to place around this area. And they do not match at all. Like, they don't match the environment or the other anime structures or whatever. They look very distinct. Player color could definitely be improved on them as well. But I don't know, man. I don't know what else to do with that. Very vibrant. All right. So we'll get we'll figure out why it's doing that shit with the I don't know, the shadow definitely seems out of sync, but we'll figure out why it's making creep anyway. So it's like that. It's just really unnoticeable, I guess. I don't know. It's weird. Weird as fuck. We did that, though. We implemented the Slack group, so that's done. We found graphics for the games journalist and the publisher. So that's two of those. Yeah, all we're missing, actually, is the admin and the activist. Well, the ice cream truck as well. The Buzz Chopper and the Deep Office. But I'm pretty sure the Buzz Chopper will just be one of the many helicopter graphics I have to choose from. I'll just pick whatever one seems more reasonable. Alright. I'm gonna take a quick break here to use the bathroom and all that shit. I'll be back soon. Hi. We are back. I found some meatballs, so that's cool. Meatball is a great name for a food because it's very straightforward. It's a ball of meat. You don't really get that kind of straightforward honesty in this world anymore. You know what I mean? Man, reading about all of the bugs in the Brood War engine is very entertaining, I gotta say. Like that one about, I talked about it on some podcast a couple of months ago, I think. The one where you could select your pylon that's warping in, and then somehow select an enemy's production structure, or structure that's being built. It's crazy. What's up, Iquare? Right now I'm working on these meatballs, but I'm going to be starting on some AI soon. I ported the Brooder. It makes creep for some reason. I don't know why. That's what it was. Yeah, it was in both, but it was just it was the requires creep flag. So we got our brooder in, dude. It's looking dumb. That seems like a sorting issue. I don't know why that happens. Perhaps nobody knows why that happens. No, it's just the normal script stuff. I think we're good. Good to go. So what do you have access to again in this first mission? You got engineers, officers, barkers, SWAT troopers, rangers, and bazooka bikes. It's a decent enough starting force, I think. I do need to figure out how to make it so that when a structure has the add-on equipped, they can what's the term? I need the add-on to act as a proxy for the production. So the add-on builds the unit. But I would also like it so that if you have the add-on, your main structure can also build the unit. So like if you have a station and you build a doghouse, then the doghouse and the station can both build barkers. If that's something you want. Okay, so... I still can't believe that idea that I had where I just want to have an AI that builds a bunch of bunkers and shoves dogs in them. And you're like, why aren't these bunkers attacking me? When you kill them and just a legion of dogs pours forth. Because you can do that, man.
I'm going this way.
I still can't believe I am the dog, by the way.
Okay, get up.
Barkers. Oh, this new structure is the Slack group. It's a production structure for some anime units. So you can get fanboys, activists, furries, and games journalists from the Slack group. Oh yeah, did I even show you Boko yet? Dude, Boko. Boko's in the game. Boko comes out of the brooder. As it should be.
Safety's off, sir.
He has the wrong portrait, obviously. But...
On duty.
No, those I haven't added those ones. The Gora might work. The problem is that these priority survive units are so bad to port. They use zeros, like they use the transparent black in their images. They use that for both outside the image, because they have like some sort of alpha mask that takes care of transparency. And obviously Broodor doesn't support that. So they use it for details inside the image and details outside the image. So you can imagine that that's... makes it very challenging to port them. Which is why Boko looks so fucked up. And to a lesser extent, the Broodor is also fucked up. You'll notice it around here where like details are phasing out that I've got to try to manually correct at some point. But not much I can do there. TBH. I thought about growing moss. The problem with the problem with these structures is they stand out, you know what I mean? And I can't recolor them to be pizza-y. Like, I can't do what I did to the fanboy and to the cosplayer and make them pizza. Just doesn't work. I'm not quite sure why. But anyway, we have our shit. It's working in theory. It's walking. Well, they crashed, so that's not great. Yeah, Voyager's crashed, so I think it has some interesting ideas in it. I just wish it wouldn't crash. Well, the problem with that is it wasn't very clear. And it didn't seem like I even had to observe for very long. You know what I mean? I didn't have to... like, the overseers were... Yes, all of them have different crashes. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't even try that. That's what it seems like, but the problem is, like, it's not clear how far along you are. There's no real observation in that sense, right? And it also feels like, I think instead of automatically giving you some sort of upgrade, it should have given you, like, points that you could then spend on... Well, I don't even know. That seems really pointless. But, like, the idea would be that you have access to just a couple of different changes you can make to different units. You know what I mean? Yeah, like in a sense, basically you would observe. It would be even more like the thing is, in order to make it proper to what he was trying to do, it would have to be even more zoomed in than that, right? It would have to be like you get points specifically for upgrading a specific unit or like a specific kind of upgrade, like mobility improvements. And this could be like it making it so that your unit slows enemies, making it so that your unit moves faster, making it so that your unit attacks faster, or something like that. I don't know what it would be like. Yeah, a lot of the like Atrax and Armageddon are very much. It seems like they're just clones, you know. Like in terms of quality.
I can see the end inside. I read between the lines. I read between the lines. I read between the lines.
I like that idea, man. I hope that's real. Isn't it in Korean, or is Atrax some other country? Or did they try to translate it? Epic. Helicopter. A buzz chopper. Huh. So you mean this? What the fuck? No, it still turns. Yeah, it still happens, so I don't know. Well, I want it to stay the way it is. I want it to stay facing the exact same way it is when... and not turn back around until it repeats. Or until it's done attacking, rather. Annihilated.
Got any donuts? Freeze! Safety's off, sir. Got any donuts?
Well, I don't know what's happening with it, but it's still fucking up by quite a bit. Yeah, that's because I was initially going to replace the queen with the author, but the queens have that weird hard code that stops them from attacking, so then I had to replace the defiler unit ID. It's just excellent. And I think at the time I was trying to implement it without... I think you were gone for like a solid... it was like after January. When you went on your, like, your break from Starcraft stuff. Your tool will definitely be useful for a lot of people, myself included. Todborne probably not, but who knows how many upgrades I'll end up adding, so... crank calls, dude. I always wondered what was up with crank. Why is that a term? Crank calls. So wait, build one. What post? This will take me some time to familiarize myself with things. Ugh. I don't remember if donuts was the upgrade for... Yeah, it was. Yeah, that's what it was based on, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I use defense command for that purpose. How micro gameplay of common player will be set up? I'm not quite sure yet. I'm hoping that it won't be too convoluted. One of the ideas that I had was to make it so that he would basically Like, what's a good example? I think whenever he's near a production structure of an ally, he should have access to, like, he should be able to, like, switch equipment or something. But maybe I'll just make it so that he gets it no matter where he is. I don't know. I basically want him to have different weapons, armors, similar to the relic system based on equipment. But I don't know how to... I don't know, like, in trying to implement that seems dangerous. Yeah, we would have to basically separate it out so that, like, the mechanics for the, like, the changes or whatever, the plugin stuff for Todborne would be hidden. It would be like Cullen equipment or Todborne equipment or something. Yeah, so, like, one of the ideas was a saddle so that he could ride his dog. Then there would be, like... So basically, the way that you get dogs anyway is like there's basically going to be classes, I think. Yeah, it'll be in the config, I hope, anyway. So basically what I've come up with the idea for something like classes where you'd have like dog master class, and then that would be like equipment, dog factory, allows clone dog, which is the ability that throws a dog at people. What else would it be? It would be like so he'd have basically like a weapon and armor and an ability, and maybe there'd be like some passive thing or whatever. And so like that, the basic idea is you'd be able to pick a class, and more classes would show up as you got more equipment. And so the equipment could be researched by the microplayer or acquired as part of different benefits, right? So then you'd have like the Donut Meister. I don't know what the ability for that would be, but I'm sure I could come up with something. But basically, like, stuff like this would basically be the classes. That might make some sense. My idea was that it would basically be like, it would deafen the target, which would, like, that's what the explanation for the damage is anyway. It would be like a sonic assault, an oral assault. But the, yeah, I think this class would, like, the whistle's passive would also be that it grants increased movement speed to dogs or something. Like, the idea is that you're blowing it so they're following your orders more aggressively or something. So stuff like this is basically what I'm getting at. So there's going to be different classes. I was thinking for shuttles, actually, an upgrade that would increase their capacity. But you said we would need an extender for that. Because if you have more than 8 units in a transport, it'll have some serious problems. From what I remember. Alright, I'll take another BRB break real quick. Wash out my bowl, use the bathroom. BRB? Hi. I didn't think I was going to open up my return with another set of coughs, but sometimes you surprise even yourself.
Hey, man.
What's up, Bill? You like my brooder from Priority Survive? Man, Todborne is a very ugly mod so far. This assets from like 5 different games in here. Oh boy. Yeah, it does not match with the other assets. I might have to replace it with something else later. I don't even know if I have anything else though. Askamoid. Yeah. I tried. I would have to do a lot of really silly shit in order to make it work. It looks like Armageddon, we only have the Terran graphics.
My world is a fairy tale.
Yeah,
Your world is this
exactly. I still gotta figure out how I'm going to do, who's gonna be Tony? Who's gonna be Tony? I think Todborne will be fun. It's just going to be very strange. I don't know if people are prepared for it. This is Tony. Oh, I do have all of these graphics. Now these buildings are something else, man. Holy fuck. Look at that. Yeah, that's pretty next level to me too. I kind of wish I had implemented this before bothering with the rest of this stuff, because like some of these graphics could be okay. Yeah. Check out my turret. I think we found a replacement. And if it has a shadow that works with it already. No. We gotta process our own, boys. I didn't recolor the Brooder to anything. The cyan is the team color. Like here's the Russian green one. I have to convert artist, yo, so fuck. The fuck? Now I've got to fix that. SMH. He looks kind of like him, yeah. So now I have to go into units and sprites and fix it up. What do I need here? What are the dimensions of this graphic? No way. Hold on, I gotta open it up in my script. All right, let's try that. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. So that's a good size for it. And we can go into here and we can say... shrink it by a little. I guess I should probably give it the buttons it needs to actually go into a work animation so I can test that at some point. Okay, good there. That's just the basic commands, basic borrower or whatever. What do we have exactly? We have Slack. Keep forgetting. I forget what the furry is. Oh, I know that. That is the furry, right? Holy speed, dude. Alright. I had a feeling that might happen. These motherfuckers.
Hey, howdy, Engineer.
Well, I'm pretty sure that's taken care of. I might also try to recolor that at some point, just so that I have like it's a little washed out in terms of its colors, so maybe I can increase the something about it, hopefully. But looks more like it belongs than the fucking giant dicks. Alright. In that sense, let's bear blow ourselves out of here, man. I wrote the upgrade threads and the defense is for the Darien AI, which means I technically worked on AI today. But yeah. Still no asset for the activist, unfortunately. But we picked assets for the games journalist and the publisher, though we have not implemented those yet. Still better than what it was. So pretty cool. I'll take it. Oh, well, I'll add this to the Tod.txt file that I have. And close that and that. All right, I think that does it for me. Thanks everybody who hung out today. I know this stream and the previous one have not been as long as they usually are, but it's because they're during work days. I like to get ready for work a little bit before then. And I had a little bit of a slow start today and yesterday, so in the future my work shifts will start an hour later than they currently do, and I will use that to my advantage, naturally. So I'm looking forward to doing that. But as we get more used to the whole working and streaming thing, we'll settle into some sort of rhythm, and especially after the holidays, after the New Year's, we will be looking pretty good as far as stability goes. So I look forward to doing that. In the meantime, you're probably going to have to deal with some more shorties, and eventually we will get back to playing some Brood War stuff. I have been slacking on Wicked Reality. I was supposed to find time to do it yesterday, but I picked up extra hours, so I couldn't. And today is a fairly long shift by itself, even if, regardless of any potential extra hours. So I doubt I'll be able to do it today when I get home. But we'll see what I can come up with going into tomorrow. I think that's it. Wave emoji.